Hey, everybody. We're Sleater-Kinney.
We're back. Apparently, there were some audio issues, so we're just going to start over. I'm Carrie.
I'm Corin. Welcome to our live stream. If you've already been here watching without sound, we apologize.
Yeah.
It's our first live stream, obviously.
Right, but it was actually not our fault. We don't know. We don't know what happened.
We don't know.
It wasn't that we weren't talking.
No.
Okay.
We were here.
We tried.
were talking.
We tried.
We showed up.
Yeah, we showed up. So this is what's going to happen. We are, first of all, we're very excited to be here. This is really Corin's kind of natural comfort zone.
I've been kind of working up to a live stream on Twitch.
Yeah, she's been working up to it since day one.
Day one.
It's not my natural habitat, but I feel good to be here with a pro. It feels comforting for me.
I hope I set the stage for you.
In many ways, always. You always set the stage. So tonight we will be doing a couple things. One is showing you this half-hour special that we made. We've cut it up into segments so that we can check in with you in between. But we made a show with a lot of great people, including TV news anchor from Portland, Ken Bodie, Mariel Martin, who is a psychic. She prognosticates on our future prospects and on the prospects of our album, Path of Wellness, which will be released tonight, and actually in some parts of the world is, I believe, already out.
It could be live for you. Maybe in England.
But it's out. It's out in England. It's out.
If you're in the UK, woo-woo.
This is why you're good at this. You do the woo stuff. And we'll be answering your questions, and Mariel Martin, the psychic and clairvoyant, will be answering your questions. If you have questions about the state of your life, state of the world, the state of your pets, whatever you need. And we will also be playing a few songs live. I do want to note that the songs you will hear on the Path of Wellness special were also recorded live. So they are not the songs that you'll hear on the album. We recorded them especially for this. So I think they're a little wilder.
A little rough and rowdy.
I'm just amazed at how good you are at this.
I was born to live stream. I hope you guys know that.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. Born to live stream and born to sit next to a live streamer. So without further ado, we will cut to the first segment of Path of Wellness. See you later.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Charles Hewitt. Welcome to Path of Wellness, where each week we join you on your journey and where you join us as we take a steps. We're going to spend most of our time together trying to explain what's happening to us and to you. And we're not going to hurry through it. On tonight's episode, we feature a rock and roll group from Portland, Oregon, who have been at it for more than 20 years. They'll perform live for us in the studio, and we'll talk to the band members about what they do and how they do it. So without further ado, let's dim the lights, settle in, and watch Sleater-Kinney play a song.
Evaluation I received an incomplete. Left it out of
Sleater-Kinney are no strangers to recording. After all, this is their 10th studio album. Still, what must it be like for them? And how do they prepare for this grueling endeavor? One riddled with self-loathing, followed soon after by a crippling messiah complex. Since cameras were not allowed in the studio, we've created reenactments to give viewers a glimpse into this fascinating process.
Hey, Carrie.
Hey.
We need to talk about lyrics.
Yeah. What about them?
You said you were going to think of some.
I thought of a lot and put them on a record.
Having recently released a new album, we asked Sleater-Kinney to sit down with an expert who could assess the quality of the band's latest work, along with its impact and importance. Check it out.
I'm Marielle Martin, and I'm a natural-born clairvoyant. I started doing readings when I was 3 years old, and I work with you so that you have insight for choices you're going to make.
We have a record coming out, and we're just curious how it's going to be perceived. We'd like you to look into the future for us.
When you ask that, just so you know, I have guys that keep talking in my ear, angels that talk to me every day, and they're saying that there's one reviewer who's going to write, needs more work. So some people are not going to understand your music.
Fair enough. And what do you think of the album title, Path of Wellness?
Path of wellness, how can I say this? Could mean a lot of different things. Path is good. Wellness could be anything from going to the dentist and getting your teeth pulled to, oh, good, I'm all better now.
I don't know. I mean, what do you see for the cover art, I guess?
It has, first of all, intrigue. If you're on Facebook like I am, you'll see a lot of people are really looking into the evolution and what's happening with mankind right now.
Okay.
People are asking a lot of questions right now, a lot of uncertainty out there.
Do you have any idea what we should wear?
Well, have it correlate with the cover art.
Okay.
You know, what comes to mind is like Jethro Tull. He dresses to go with the album cover that is called Song of the Woods.
Okay. Do you think we'll make another album after this?
Oh, yes. This is the time people need inspiration from music. Perfect timing for that.
Okay, thank you. That's very helpful.
Yes,
You're
thank
welcome. So ask me your question again, please.
The question I just asked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you sense that we'll make another album after this one?
I get that's really up in the air. I'm not getting a yes or no on that. I'm getting that basically everything that goes into this experience will affect your decision later.
you. That makes sense.
If we're looking at 0 to 100, and you could sort of assess like a range, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, like where do you sort of see like the Metacritic rating?
Yeah, I'm actually getting 85.
Okay, so like a B.
Okay.
Better than a B plus.
B plus. Yeah, okay.
And now, another live performance from Sleater-Kinney.
Singing along to everyone who's got on, barely constituted gone. Words we love live on, cursive all it down, faded or flash or done. I know it's alright, I know it's alright, I know it's alright, I know it's alright, I know it's alright. I know it's alright. All the songs unsung, pages underwritten, words that never meet the song. I can't weep alone, hanging out and moan, lost is buried in our bones. I know it's alright, 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 I know it's alright. It's not the summer we were promised. It's the summer that we deserve. It's not the body that I wanted. It's the body made of weather this world. Spent the season sad and haunted, seeking wisdom in the stars too dim to shine. If it's coming for us, darling, take my hand and dance me down the line. I know it's alright, 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 I know it's alright. It's not the summer we were promised. It's the summer that we deserve. It's not the body that I wanted. It's the body made of weather this world. Spent the season sad and haunted, seeking wisdom in the stars too dim to shine. I talk till you remember my name. I got a little imagination in me, like I'm the kind of man who drives you insane. Could you be a little softer with me? Could you be a little sweeter, maybe? I'm not asking you to smile. You're not a fucking child. I'm just asking you to be with me. Oh, I know I'm singing about love. I'm sorry, I'm singing about love. And it sounds like hate. I'm singing out loud, though. I'm singing about love, but it's coming out like hate. Oh, I'm too late to sing about love. Too late to sing about love. And it's too late to sing about love. Too late to sing about love. It's coming out like hate. Oh, all the things I hate. All the things I hate. I'm meant to sing about love. I'm out here singing about hate. And now I'm singing about love. And I'm so late. I'm late to the party. I'm late to the game. I'm late to your heart. I'm going insane. I'm late to the party. I'm late to the game. I'm late to your heart. Now I'm feeling insane. Oh, it's a love song. It's a love song. It's a love song.
Corin Tucker and Carrie Brownstein have been friends for nearly 30 years. They send each other
Yeah. We'll introduce you, and then you'll come sit between us. When we introduce you.
Oh, we're live? No. Soon. Yes? Okay. All right, welcome back. We just got the thumbs up.
Okay,
we're
we're
live.
back.
Hello.
Hello. We're back on the backyard.
Yes, we're in a backyard in Portland, our friend's backyard. Thanks for hosting us. And thanks for watching. Sorry for any technical issues. Honestly, we called Xfinity, we called Comcast, we called AT&T, we called family members. We've called a lot of people to have them come help. So there are going to be a lot of people, a lot of trucks getting here soon.
Trucks with big
Satellites.
Yeah, the tall towers. They're going to come fix everything.
They're going to come fix everything. Anyway, that's the joy of doing something live. I guess we'll. So that last song was Down the Line, which is the second to last song, the penultimate song on the album. And the next song we're going to play live later on is the last song.
Bring Mercy.
Bring Mercy.
Yeah. And we are really excited to talk to everyone about our new album, Path of Wellness. But we also are very excited because we have a special guest for our live stream tonight.
Yes.
We have this wonderful woman, Mariel Martin, who is
Mariel.
a clairvoyant, and she's going to come and help us.
You just saw her on the show, and here she is, IRL, with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Mariel Martin of Portland. I'm a natural-born psychic, medium, and palm reader and healer. Glad to be here for your Path of Wellness album.
Thank you. Well, thanks also for doing the segment with us on the show. So just so you know, that was a live reading, so there was nothing scripted about that part. Everything that Mariel told us was what she intuited and heard and felt. So we were not feeding her information. So our responses to her were our normal responses, and we appreciate your candor. Yeah.
And I was wondering, I mean, so much of this album that we wrote is about Portland and the kind of the last year that we've lived through with the pandemic and with, the intense protests and, kind of everything we've been through and how much Portland has changed because of it. And I guess I was wondering if you would maybe do a reading for Portland.
Well, there are things I'm picking up. First of all, as a person that meets many new people coming to town for palm reading, they usually come in and want their palms read. The population is increasing really rapidly. Buildings going up everywhere. We're in a boom phase. Everything is booming. And what I see in the future is that there is going to come a time where they're going to start really putting in more affordable housing. So there's going to be a lot more people coming here as workers to enjoy that. And also they're building up affordable housing for seniors. But I always see Portland as a center for creativity. So while they're supporting the masses with the housing that's going up, the artists will come here too. And I think the music scene is going to grow, as well as the artistic community. So everything that's been kind of in a lull during pandemic is going to be basically blossoming. It's like kind of like an incubator in a way. While people have been staying home and have been quarantined, they're actually coming up with a lot of creative ideas. It's perfect time for that to happen. And that's what I see for Portland. It's going to be a very creative, spiritual community with a lot of people moving here because of the quality of life.
What do you think about the restaurant scene? Because that's something that we've been known for, and it's been a hard time, I think, for restaurants in Portland. Do you?
Yes.
Corin,
I see the restaurants taking longer to recover than anything else. It's not an easy business to be in in the beginning. They even have a 50% failure rate before the pandemic. After the pandemic, it just really was financial disaster, unfortunately, for a lot of places. So I don't know that we're going to still be the food capital, but I do see us being very much a destination.
First
Even without that.
First of all, I just want to compliment Corin on excellent interviewing skills. I feel like, just a natural, again, a natural. And I think if Portland is not going to be the food capital, I think viewers would want to know what city in America or around the world is going to be the next food capital. What do you see?
Well, ethnic food. And so wherever you have concentrations of ethnic people, whether it's Asian or Mexican or Puerto Rican or European, I think that is basically going to be the population.
Not a specific city, not like, well, now it's Pittsburgh. Okay. Sorry, Pittsburgh. But also, great city, shout out to Pittsburgh. Okay, well, I'm sure Mariel would love to answer some of your questions about your life, your city, your bedroom, your day, your future. So that's why I'm looking at this iPad. Would anyone like to ask Mariel a question? Is this going to shine here? We think so. Okay. All right.
Worldwide. So wherever you are, and the distance doesn't matter, I'm able to pick up your energy and tune into what's going on with you.
All right. Well, I'm looking. So far, no questions.
Okay.
It says,
I have a question
Okay.
while we're waiting to find another question. We are actually doing a tour this summer, and we're really excited, but there are kind of a lot of unknowns about going back and, doing live music again after the pandemic. And I'm wondering if you can pick up anything about this tour we're doing in August. It's with Wilco. We're doing it across the whole U.S., so lots of different venues. Red Rocks is one of the big venues. I've never been there.
Fantastic. Well, Red Rock, you'll love it. It's very beautiful. August is when everybody's going to be ready to come out of their home and hear the music. And even, as you look at schedules, excuse me, all the bands are touring. This is the time to tour. August is perfect. I was hoping you were going to pick August because that's the perfect time to do it.
Okay, we
Great.
do have some questions. Okay, LA, it's either La Tropicana or LA Tropicana. I apologize for not knowing. It's hard on these screen names. Asking if you will move, if this person will move. La Tropicana, feeling conflicted about moving back home. Will they move back home?
Who was conflicted about moving back home?
This woman is, or person, I don't know, La Tropicana or LA Tropicana.
Okay. So basically, if you're going to move back home, you want to pick your timing very carefully because a lot of places are still not hiring the way that they anticipated. And the sense I get with this woman is it's not the time to move because of employment challenges.
Okay, how about this? Slow Muffin 17. Wait, oh my gosh, Sloth Muffin, not Slow Muffin, Sloth Muffin 17. Can you feel any good vibes my way? My wife and I are trying to start a family. Sloth Muffin 17.
You'll be pregnant in December.
Now there you go.
You heard it here first.
You heard it
Pregnant
here
December.
first. Someone asked, what do you see as the future of rock and roll? Does rock and roll have a future? What's the future of music? What's the next thing?
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
There will always be rock and roll.
Okay. There'll always be rock and roll. Well, maybe Corin and I, should we take a question?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Will Super Nanny ordain my wedding? Phoebe Waller-Bridge, likely not the actual Phoebe Waller-Bridge, but will Super Nanny ordain this person's wedding?
No, but she's actually thinking of coming since you sent her an invite, but she doesn't want to be the officiate at your wedding.
Oh, here's one. Corin, what does your leg tattoo say?
Oh, my leg tattoo says Heavens to Betsy. And that was my first band when I was 18 years old. And I, at that ripe old age of 18, decided to get a tattoo
At someone's house.
with a knife, like a needle and ink, kind of the old, look of horror from the cameraman's face. Don't recommend it, kids.
Very deep, I will say. Like,
it really hurt.
it seems like they didn't need to go that
But
deep.
I don't regret getting it because it was something that was really meaningful and life-changing for me at the time. So
There you go. And it's your only tattoo, is that correct?
that's correct.
Great.
And it has the twinkly star.
Yeah. You got to have a twinkly star around your
Yeah.
ankle tattoo.
Almost the Carl's Jr. star, but not.
But not.
little shout out there. Okay. Well, hi. Will I see my dad in Portland? Top Gun Phantom. Will Top Gun Phantom see his dad in Portland?
Yes, his dad is waiting for him, but he's not sure if he's coming, so he needs to let his dad know he will be there for sure.
All right. And let's see. Carrie, do you have any tattoos? I do. I have 3 tattoos.
And you want to describe any
And
of
I
them?
don't want to describe any of them. I don't want to show any of them. But yes, I do. I have 3. I'm open to getting more. So please mail in your suggestions. I think the best way to get a tattoo is by crowdsourcing, what should go on your body. Why not? Let's see. Should I get a nose ring? Not me, Mariel. I had a nose ring. Like Corin's 18-year-old tattoo experience. When I was 18 and just starting college, I went in and got a nose ring, and it was a little. I took the stud out almost immediately, probably prematurely. placed a ring in my nose, which almost immediately became infected. But that didn't stop me from keeping the ring in my nose because I liked the way it looked. But what I had to keep doing was moving it around a little bit because there would be a little crust that developed on the edge of my nostril. But I was very committed to the look. And despite the horror of everyone around me, I have since removed the nose ring and lived every day since without it. And I'll never get it again. However, will this person get a nose ring?
If it makes you happy, go ahead and wear it. I think self-expression is a very important art form.
Yeah, and nose rings as an art form.
They're back in.
It's peak art. It's peak art. Okay. What's your favorite restaurant in Olympia? Gosh.
It's what's still there.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't eaten a meal there.
I just went through Olympia, but I only stopped in Lacey, unfortunately.
Taco Bell.
Here we go.
2 days ago.
Well, here. Someone who can answer the question.
And the food that I really liked was at Red Lobster.
There you go.
There you go.
Red Lobster is Meryl's favorite restaurant in Olympia. Can be found in other cities as well, which is good if you are craving a lobster that is red. Let's see. Is what? Is the boy I'm talking to going to marry me? Yes or no? Who is Lucas? Is the boy I'm talking to going to marry me? Yes or no?
Okay, so this is a little bit of a complicated answer I'm picking up because you want to get married and he's not in such a hurry. He thinks that he just wants to show you he loves you and he's not so eager to go get the piece of paper. But if you will hang in there, I think he will do whatever you would like him to do so you could be together. But just know he's not in a hurry to walk down the aisle. He just wants to be with you and not have it be complicated.
I feel like that's a good place to end. That's good advice. Listen to your partner and see what they want, and maybe they're not in a hurry. But keep hope.
Yeah, and you're young. You have time to do that.
We assume you're young. This could be an 85-year-old. You're not feeling that? It's someone young?
Oh, I see pictures of people.
Oh, okay. She saw a picture. I was like, this guy could be very old. Right.
When you
Okay.
talk about
Right.
somebody, I get a picture.
Okay. So, yeah. Just hold out. All right. We are going to go back to the Path of Wellness show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back.
Corin Tucker is admittedly the shy one in the group. She grew up not far from here in Eugene, Oregon. Of all the mid-sized cities she's ever known, she knows Portland, Oregon best. Carrie Brownstein considers herself the shy one in the group. She grew up in neighboring Washington, whose official state fruit is the apple, a fruit to which Carrie is allergic. Here then is another reenactment, a moment rarely seen, and one that won't soon be forgotten.
Corin, I have an idea for the title of our album. I was thinking maybe barbecue music for barbecues. Okay, if you don't like that, what about frickin' Guitar Brothers Ride Again? If you're not vibing, that's fine. I have a lot of good ideas. I'm Carrie Brownstein. What about rock music for teens?
Yes, I like that one very much. Because the teens, we want their bodies listening to the music.
Well, and it's part of our lyrics. Rock music for teens.
Yes.
Very well. Rock music for teens.
Let's watch Sleater-Kinney play another song.
High in the ground, running,
And now more from our interview with Sleater-Kinney. We asked them about the process of writing their album, how it differs from previous records, and from where they drew inspiration.
The main theme of the album is, the return of the repressed, but also the urgency of intersubjective recognition. I'd like to think these songs are also about harboring alterity within the self and the importance of undoing repudiations. Plus, it's about sex.
So we started talking about fucking. Like, what do we like to do? What positions? What do we maybe want to try? What do we never want to do? And then we just made songs, based on that feeling of arousal.
Interesting.
What's the inspiration behind the album? Is it possible to smile when you have tears of frustration leaking out of your eyes? What are the themes of this album?
I mean, there's just so many. I really think it's an album of growth. Just talking about, all the things that I've been through in my life.
Though Sleater-Kinney have mothers, we wondered, what does a father think of a daughter embarking on a non-traditional career path? And now that their daughters are older, is it too late for them to consider other options? Here's what the band's father said.
She is smart, creative, attractive, but most of all, she is an absolute free spirit. She came to me after college and she wanted to go to Europe with her friends. And I knew the friends, so that made it a little bit easier. And she said, I want to go for 3 months. And I thought, oh God. I bit my lip and I said, sure, go and have a good time. She went and they had a phenomenal time. I said, anything that you get excited about, I'll be excited. And she's on to another adventure.
Well, how's she going to make a living as a rock and roll star? How do these people make money? And what will people at the country club think? Do I just lie and tell people she's an accountant?
Keep that in mind as you watch another live performance from Sleater-Kinney.
This next song is the last song on our album, and it's called Bring Mercy.
How do we face our moment when it slaps across the cheek? How did we lose our city? Rifles running through our streets, dirty with an illness
want to introduce our fellow musicians tonight. On drums, we have Vince LaRocchi, and we would like to say happy birthday to Vince's father,
Vince Sr.
Vince Sr. And happy birthday, Vince Sr. Hi. I'll just look at the camera. Hello, I've never met you. Have a wonderful birthday. On Wurlitzer tonight is Galen Clark. And both of these wonderful people played on Path of Wellness with us. So we are grateful for them for that and for playing with us under these cloudy Portland skies. Thanks, guys. All right, back to the program.
And now more from our interview with Sleater-Kinney. We asked them about the process of writing their album, how it differs from previous records, and from where they drew inspiration.
The main theme of the album is, the return of the repressed, but also the urgency of intersubjective recognition. I'd like to think these songs are also about harboring alterity within the self and the importance of undoing repudiations. Plus, it's about sex.
So we started talking about fucking. Like, what do we like to do? What positions? What do we maybe want to try? What do we never want to do? And then we just made songs, based on that feeling of arousal.
Interesting.
What's the inspiration behind the album? Is it possible to smile when you have tears of frustration leaking out of your eyes?
What are the themes of this album?
I mean, there's just so many. I really think it's an album of growth. Just talking about, all the things that I've been through in my life.
Though Sleater-Kinney have mothers, we wondered, what does a father think of a daughter embarking on a non-traditional career path? And now that their daughters are older, is it too late for them to consider other options? Here's what the band's father said.
She is smart, creative, attractive, but most of all, she is an absolute free spirit. She came to me after college and she wanted to go to Europe with her friends. And I knew the friends, so that made it a little bit easier. And she said, I want to go for 3 months. And I thought, oh God. I bit my lip and I said, sure, go and have a good time. She went and they had a phenomenal time. I said, anything that you get excited about, I'll be excited. And she's on to another adventure.
Well, how's she going to make a living as a rock and roll star? How do these people make money? And what will people at the country clubs think? Do I just lie and tell people she's an accountant?
Keep that in mind as you watch another live performance from Sleater-Kinney. Sadly, we have come to the end of our journey. So concludes another episode of Path of Wellness. We hope no matter the speed with which you traversed, or the means, that you learned something on your travels. Maybe that's you receding in the rearview mirror, or perhaps you saw a glimpse of yourself up ahead. Either way, keep moving, keep searching, keep going. I'm Charles Hewitt. Thank you, and good night.
Welcome back to the live portion of our live stream.
Yes, welcome back. We want to thank you guys for watching. I guess are there any questions about the show that you just watched? I was looking at some comments. Were those really our dads, Corin?
I feel like you could maybe think about that yourself.
Wow. Harsh answer. Or we could, no, I mean, yes, they could. Just think about it. Hey, you know what? Just think about it.
About it. No, it wasn't.
Well, yes, it was not. That's confusing. Yes, it wasn't our dads. Our dads, Corin's dad, your dad did submit something for this show. And I don't think he made it, but other family members did. Your aunt made it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
lots of Tuckers still
lots of Tuckers made it.
Involved.
Yes.
In the making of it.
Very ubiquitous.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Cousins,
friends.
Yeah. We definitely want to thank everyone who appeared in the Path of Wellness program. One thing we did, we did not let anybody hear the record. We just sent them prompts and asked them questions. And so they answered without context. And we were pretty amazed at how some of their answers seemed to fit kind of a universal theme. But yeah, so if you were wondering if Miranda July had heard the record when she answered that question, she had not, nor had anyone. And then, like we said earlier, for those 4 videos that you saw in there, those were live versions of the songs, but we had recorded that segment later. So yeah.
And a huge thank you to Ken Body for.
Yes. Ken plays Charles Hewitt, and he is a legendary Portland news anchor and a wonderful human. And he just won an Emmy, so congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
And we want to thank Mariel Martin. We want to thank the full band. If you were wondering who that amazing guitar player was, whose guitar playing is also featured on those live tracks, that is Fabi Reina. She is the founder and editor-in-chief of She Shreds magazine and media. And she will be part of our touring band, and she's a wonderful person. And that was Bill Athens on bass. Obviously, Galen Clark and Vince LaRocchi, who you saw with us tonight, were also playing with us. And we want to thank everyone here tonight, Aj and Dave, Karen, Adam, and yeah,
Thanks so much for tuning in. And a special thanks to Mariel for doing the psychic work tonight, and her website. We want to feature that.
What is it again? PsychicPalmsTarot.com. So if you want to have a reading, she does readings for people all over the world, and she will do one for you. But mostly we want to thank you for tuning in. We're very excited that our 10th studio album is out imminently, or already out for some of you. It's called Path of Wellness, and yeah, it's been a pleasure, especially to be sitting here with such a live stream pro.
I mean, I feel like I'm in my element. I just want to thank you for tuning in.
I'm excited to watch your ongoing live stream.
It's good.
Yeah, I will never stop watching. Okay. Good night, everyone. We're Sleater-Kinney.